Welcome back, everybody. Today is day 16 of our health accountability journey. I'm the accountability doc, and I am here to get you healthier. Today, I want to talk about how eating enough fiber can actually help you protect yourself from getting sick from the cold and flus. But before we get there, let me ask you a question. Did you get enough fiber today? Did you eat 25 if you're a woman, 38 if you're a man? Did you eat that fiber? Did you avoid some processed foods? And did you get a little exercise? Because if you have, good for you. We are on day 16 of our journey. Let's continue to 30 days. I hope you're feeling great, more energy, more regularness, better mental clarity, better skin, and hopefully you've been just feeling better from what you've been eating. So let's talk about how fiber can help protect you from colds and flus. Again, it is common to think that fiber is just bulk for your colon. Remember, we've talked about so many beneficial aspects of fiber for all parts of your body, ranging from mental clarity to skin to weight loss to sugar management. But it's also helpful for your immunity. Let's talk about why. Fiber is the primary fuel for your gut microbiome, which is the training ground for about 70% of your immune system. So let's break it down and see how it works. Since people can't digest fiber, it arrives in your large intestines mostly intact. And this is where your beneficial gut bacteria ferment it. And that fermentation process produces short-chain fatty acids. We talked about this. And one of the important ones is butyrate. Butyrate is a very important signaling molecule. Again, it goes through your bloodstream, it talks to your immune cells, and it tells them to be in an anti-inflammatory state rather than an overreacting state to harmless stimuli. Let's talk about your gut barrier. Butyrate and those short-chain fatty acids will protect your gut barrier and strengthen your gut lining. When your colon cells are well fed on fiber, they create a tight, leak-proof barrier. Nothing gets in through that barrier and produces a thick layer of mucus. Without enough fiber, bacteria can actually eat that mucus layer for food, and it thins the wall and it breaks down that barrier between your colon cells. And so things can pass through that barrier, like pathogens, which can cause inflammation all throughout your body. So a strong barrier will decrease inflammation and get you less sick less often. Fiber also helps with calming your immune system. This is important because an overactive immune system leads to chronic inflammation over time. Short-chain fatty acids produce the production of these T cells, which play a very important role in your immune system. They're kind of the peacekeepers of your body. They distinguish between a real threat, like an infection, or your own tissue. So having regular T cells will reduce the risk of autoimmune issues and inflammation overall. And then let's talk about your pH balance and pathogen defense. When bacteria ferment fiber, they slightly reduce the pH level in your colon. They make it more acidic. And actually, harmful pathogens, like E. coli, salmonella, things that can get you really bad diarrhea or a really upset GI system, those bugs actually have a harder time to survive in an acidic environment. So by eating fiber, you're creating this environment that is more harmful for the bacteria to survive. So your gut will favor the good stuff and kill the bad stuff before they make you sick. So all of these things add up. They make your immunity stronger. You're going to have less colds, you're going to have less flus, you're going to fight off those simple respiratory illnesses. Improving your immunity is just another aspect of why getting enough fiber and eating a healthy diet is so important. Another part to help your body stay healthy. Today is day 16. I hope you've been getting enough fiber. Today, it was a little difficult for me, but I did barely get there. I had oatmeal for breakfast with some fruit. For lunch, I had a large plate of potatoes, green beans, carrots, fried rice, and some chicken. And then for dinner, it was not the greatest. I had some steak and shake with some burgers and fries. Not a lot of fiber there, but I did snack on a lot of dates and some fruit. This evening, I'm gonna go harder on my supplements to try and catch up because dinner wasn't the greatest. But all in all, I'm still over 40 grams of fiber today, with the supplements doing a lot of the heavy lifting. I know it's not the best, but I did ultimately reach that number. Tomorrow, I'll strive for better options with more whole foods. Fiber coming from whole foods is definitely better than fiber coming from, fiber gummies or supplements. But it's okay because we take it one step at a time. As long as we're conscientious of certain decisions, we move forward, we do the best we can. We're trying to be healthy. Now I'm trying to hold you guys accountable as well. Do what you can, try and make the right steps, avoid some of those processed foods. We all make mistakes, but it's okay. Just try again the next day as long as you're conscientious of those decisions that you are making. We're striving to be a little bit healthier. If you've enjoyed this video, learned a little bit, give it a like, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.